Hey guys, it's Chicken Jockey, and welcome back to another video. Today, I've got a fairly big announcement to make regarding Silverlake Survival Season 2, and as you know, for the last good long while, we've been building up this giant monstrosity of a tree as our mega base for the season, and as you can probably tell, we have made a good amount of progress in the last couple of weeks on this base in our latest Silverlake episode, but here's the thing. You see, as the season has gone on, more and more people have actually ended their seasons rather early due to a lack of motivation to continue building, and as the last few people still playing on the server have attempted to finish their projects, there has been somewhat of a push to move on to Season 3 as early as possible. So for the past bit, I've just simply been working on my base and nothing else on the server at all. However, as I've made more and more progress on the base recently, I've started to realize that, well, it's just far too big of a project to finish on time for even Minecraft 1.18's release, which was our originally planned deadline for the end of Season 2 previously. Now, I have been rather demotivated when it comes to building this base for a while, just due to the massive size of it, but also due to the fact that it's an organic build. And the thing about organic builds is that you're not just making a giant geometric shaped structure and decorating it later, rather you have to think about every single block you're placing to make a fresh and unique and realistic looking shape, and it's very tedious when you're making something of this size. And it adds so much to the building time when you're having to carefully shape your build as you're making it, rather than just following a design. And so, in a combination of both my demotivation, which has slowly grown over the time I've built this, and also the fact that I'm just not going to be able to finish it anytime soon, I've decided to end my season as soon as Goat Gamer finishes up her base and make a finale episode shortly before that. Now, it is kind of a disappointing decision to make to not actually finish this base that I've been working on for the past many months, but at the same time, it was just such a tedious project overall. I did not have much fun building it in general, and I'm just glad to finally be able to let it go and say, you know, this was a good project idea, but in the end, it just wasn't. It just wasn't a great plan. And you know, even though this season was cut rather short, and even though we didn't personally finish our mega base, I actually enjoyed Silverlake 2 much more than I enjoyed Silverlake 1, and I'm actually fairly proud of all the projects that we've worked on aside from our mega base. So as I stated before, Season 3 is going to be starting rather soon, probably sometime early August, and well, I unfortunately had to scrap the Silverlake episode that I've been working on for the past while, and was also actually nearly finished with when I made the decision to not finish my base, which is kind of unfortunate because the entire Silverlake episode was about me building my base, so yeah, I kind of had to scrap that, which is rather unfortunate because it was already very late as is, and now I'm not even gonna have an episode out until even later, so I really do apologize for that, but thank you everyone who's been watching Silverlake Survival. I really appreciate you guys, and I really do apologize for the fact that we didn't finish our base this season, and we didn't really complete all the projects that we were hoping to. But you know what, I really hope that this mistake doesn't happen again, the building of a giant tedious build that I grow really demotivated to finishing and I get way too ambitious with. I really should have learned my lesson from Iskal by now, honestly, because, you know, he built this giant base that was very uninteresting for him to create, and he didn't finish his either, so yeah, I kind of fell into the same trap that he did, ironically. But yeah, basically the moral of the story is don't build giant, boring trees that stretch all the way up to build limit. It's really not very fun, and more broadly, don't build a base that's not interesting to build and is still very high effort. It's not worth it. It's just really not worth it. You want to have an interesting idea that's very enjoyable to make. You want to have fun doing it. I think that was the biggest mistake I had this season. I had fun doing a lot of projects, but the one project that I didn't have too much fun doing was my main project for the season. But yeah, as soon as possible, I'm going to be starting my creation of the final episode for this season, the World Tour finale, where we go through all the projects that we've made in Season 2, and I really, again, do apologize for the fact that it's going to be even later than it was previously before I scrapped the episode I'm working on, but I guess I'll see you then. And yeah, I think Silverlake Season 3 is going to be a really fun season. Like, even better than this season in terms of projects and in terms of just just enjoyment for both our players and hopefully for you guys, the viewers. Of course, I'm not going to reveal too many details about how Season 3 is going to work quite yet, but I will say expect it quite soon. Expect it quite soon. About early August, somewhere around that time, and yeah, I guess goodbye. I'll see you guys in the final episode of Silverlake 2. We are going to be actually doing other fun stuff besides just a world tour finale, so please do look forward to that.